Hello students, in your last class we have studied objects in JavaScript. We have seen string object and math object. We have to see more objects in JavaScript. Let us start with date object. As the name suggests, date object, it deals with time and date values. It is created using new keyword. There are 4 different ways of creating date object. Let us see each of them one by one. First one, var d equal to new date. Here you will get a variable by name d of type date, and it is going to get today's date, that is the current date. Over here you must know that this d of date object is capital. Okay. So whenever you are writing date object, you must write capital D. Next type, var d equal to new date. Inside the parenthesis, year, month, day, hours, minutes, seconds, milliseconds. You can specify all these values. Depending on these values, it is going to assign a date to variable d. Okay. So whatever values, whatever year, whatever month you are going to write, that will be assigned to variable d. Okay. The third method, var d equal to new date milliseconds. In this type, you are going to assign milliseconds. Now these milliseconds are going to start from 1st of January 1970 midnight. So it is going to calculate, it is going to add those many milliseconds that you specify, and it will get a date d. Okay. Fourth one, var d equal to new date string. Now when you use date string, you are basically writing some date. So whatever date you are writing, that date will be assigned to variable d. Okay. So these are the 4 different ways of creating your date object. Let us have a look at some of the methods of date. Date object methods basically are divided into 2 parts, get and set. Get is going to return the values of the date. Set is going to return values of the date. Okay. So let's see. First one, get date. It is going to give you the month from 1 to 31. Get day returns the day of the week from 0 to 6. Sunday being 0 and Saturday being 6. Next, get months. It is going to give you months. 0 will be January and then December will be 11. Get full year. It is going to return the year in 4 digits. Get hours. It is going to return the hours from 0 to 23. Get minutes. It is going to return the minutes from 0 to 59. Get seconds. It is going to return the seconds from 0 to 59. Get time. Now this is going to show you the time in milliseconds. It is going to calculate the milliseconds from 1st of Jan 1970 and show you the time in millisecond form. Okay. Next, now is also going to do the same thing. It is going to show you number of milliseconds since midnight Jan 1 1970. Okay. It is going to find out the milliseconds and print those milliseconds. Okay. Some more properties. Set date. Set is going to set date of the date object. Set month. It is going to set the month of that date object. Set full year. It is going to set the year of that date. Hours is going to set hours. Minutes. It is going to set the minutes. Second. It will set up the seconds. Set time. Now when you set the time, again you are going to specify milliseconds. After you specify the milliseconds, it will calculate the milliseconds and it will show you the time. Okay. So let's quickly see one example related to this. So this is our example for date. Doc type HTML, HTML head, title, head closes, body section starts. H1 script language is JavaScript. The first method of creating, var d equal to new date. When I do this, it is going to give you today's date. That is, current date will be assigned to variable D. Next, where D1 is new date, 4, 5 and 2000. Over here, the date is written in MM, DD, YY, YY format. So this is a month. 4th month will be May, and then 5 will be the date. Okay, so this is how it is going to set up. Next, where D2 new date is these are the milliseconds. I have just given 60 lakh milliseconds, and it is going to calculate and return a date. Given date, let's see over here one by one. Document.write given date. This is given date, that is today's date. Next, now when you will observe the date, it is also showing you the time. It is also showing you the day of the week, that is Thursday. Next, given date D1. So D1 is the date that you have written. It will be April 5, 2002. Then time it is calculating and it is showing you. Then in milliseconds, we've given 60 lakh milliseconds, and this is the date and time which it is showing you. It is calculating it and it is returning a date. Next, document.write date is get date. So it is going to return the date from D1, so which is 4, today's 4th. Then date.get day, 4th. Since it is Thursday, so it is showing 4. 0 will be Sunday, 1 will be Monday, then Tuesday will be 2, Wednesday 3 and Thursday 4. Okay. Next, get month. It is showing 5 because again it is starting from 0. Get full year. So it's showing 2020. Get hours. So it's showing 16 hours. Currently the time is showing 16. Get minutes. The minutes are shown. These are the 37 minutes. Next, seconds. Seconds is 26. Get time. When you do get time, it is going to calculate milliseconds starting from 1st Jan 1970. So it's calculating and it's showing milliseconds. Okay. So this is all about your get values. You are getting in return the values of the date. Next, D1.set date. We are setting a date as 12. Then document.write, we have set it to 12. Set month 1, which will be year 1. Year is set to 1990. This is 1990. Hours we are setting to 17 hours. Then 28 minutes, 47 seconds, 47 seconds. After setting up the date and everything here, this is how you can print the date. This D1. Since it is date type, you can just write the variable name. And this is what you get. Monday, Feb 12, 1990. So this is the date. Month we have written 1. So it is calculating 0 and 1. Okay. So here we get the date. Next, date dot now. Now is similar to get time. Again, it is going to calculate in milliseconds and return the time. When you are using now function, at that time, you do not use a variable. You use date object directly. Okay, so again it is calculating the milliseconds and returning the milliseconds. Next, set time. I have randomly just given some milliseconds. So these, after getting these milliseconds, the system is calculating the date and it is showing the date. Again, the date which is calculated from 1st Jan 1970. Okay, so milliseconds work like this and you can print the date. Okay, these are the methods which are related to date and time. Many a times you are going to get questions, fill in the blanks based on these. Dash method is used for getting hours. So you must know all these methods. Which method is used for setting up the date? So you must know all these methods. Okay.